This conference will now be recorded.
That yesterday, sir, you are showing that you in the end you told it to tomorrow you will show that.
So
I think
next
you are
time we'll see later on.
okay.
Anyhow, you already learned that one. Okay, you can if you want, we will see. Plus, first please practice that scenarios. Okay, then if it is required, we'll do that one. Fine.
Okay.
Purchase returns. So what is this purchase returns? Purchase returns means you are giving back or you are sending back material to your vendor. That is purchase returns or vendor returns. Vendor returns or purchase returns. This vendor
Sir,
returns
you
are purchase
started recording. You started recording.
already started. Okay, vendor returns or purchase returns. So here, purchase returns or vendor returns. Suppose you have received material, and once after invoicing, you found like some defect items, or after 1 month you are not interested that material, you would like to send back to your vendor. So there, if you are sending back, definitely there should be terms and conditions between you and your vendor, like within 1 month or 2 months you can return to me. That's what they may have conditions. Based on that conditions, you are sending material back to the vendor, then it is purchase returns. Okay, so here purchase returns, if it is already invoiced earlier, then we will return back to the vendor. Okay, so for that, let me go to procurement and sourcing module. Purchase orders. So here click new. So you can select the vendor. Click OK. Sorry, actually this is not the correct way. Give me 1 second. I'm clicking new. Select the vendor. Here inside you have type purchase returns, that is written order. You can select written order. Instead of purchase order, you can select written order and click OK. Whenever you are doing purchase returns, RMA number is mandatory. Here, this is return merchandise authorization number, RMA number, you need to enter. So this is actually like you are going to inform to your vendor, then he will give this number, one number. You have discussed with your vendor, I'm sending so and so materials return to you. Then he has given some number, that number you need to enter here, RMA number. So for purchase return order like this type return order, always RMA number is mandatory. You need to select. Okay, click OK. Fine. So whatever the items you are sending back, you can select manually. That is one option, but this is not the best option. Selecting manually, you can click on here in this purchase credit note. If you click on credit note, actually it is a debit note. To be frankly, it is a debit note. As per commerce, it is debit note, but it is showing credit note, international words, so no issues. So here it will show the invoices. Already whatever the invoices generated for that vendor, that it will show. And you can select simply that item, whatever earlier you have invoiced, because you are giving back material means already you have received an invoice earlier. That invoices you are giving back to the vendor, that you can select. And it is not only complete 10, it may be 2 or 3 is damaged, depending upon the your business requirement. You can enter the quantity. So here it is not 10 quantity, it is, see, earlier it is 10 quantities available. Now invoice is invoice for 10 quantity, you cannot send 15 quantity or 11 quantity. Whatever the items you have received invoiced for that quantity only, that quantity or lesser than that quantity you are giving back to the vendor. So system also will validate how many quantity earlier you have invoiced. For those many, like more than that one, system will not allow. You can select and click OK. So if you select like this, look at this one, automatically the price is populated. The prices, whatever it is there at that time, what is the price, what is the discount, everything, it will be automatically populated. You need not to worry about this one. It will be automatically populated. And you can do the product receipt. Once the regular process, like you need to do confirmation. And then product receipt and invoice. You can do direct invoice also, no issues. Okay. So here, of course, you are sending material back to your vendor. Product receipt number and vendor invoice number is not logically correct, but for the purchase order process, whatever the way you are doing, you need to do it. So you need to give some number. Otherwise,
So
we
you
can
can,
enter RMA number.
okay, RMA number. So RMA number is provided by vendor only, or it,
Yes,
that is right.
yes, yes. That number
Or,
you can enter. Yes, yeah,
or we
tell me.
can like whatever the in purchase order time, whatever the product receipt we have used number, that also we can use here.
Yes, that also you can use it. But same number it will not accept.
Yeah, means
Same,
-1 or
yeah.
-2 like.
Some reference number you can give and you can enter. So product receipt is updated and then invoice.
Hello, yesterday it is not recorded, right? So what's with
So if you want, we will discuss once again about the yesterday topic. Okay. So anyhow, you practice it first and come back to me. Then we'll see what it is once again if it is required. Vendor
no,
invoice
but
76.
it's not in the memory, right? I mean, like we have sequence of clauses in between.
See, that is there is no like you need to do this one next, you need to this one. It is all are independent topics, right? Okay, if you
At
want, I
least
will explain once again. Ravi, I will explain you if you want. Once again, I will explain you. I don't have any concerns. First, let me continue this process. Okay. So if you want, I will explain you once again the topic, like purchase requisition. Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
let me.
okay.
Yeah.
My point is just make a note of it and include it in the sequence of recording so that people have an idea of what is being missed, that way, actually.
Yeah.
Just a note. Yeah.
Yeah. Now invoice. So the major difference between purchase returns and purchase order is, it is, if you observe here, it will show minus quantity. So if you are doing purchases at the time, it is plus, you are entering normal quantity. While doing return, it will be -2. It is minus. Because of this minus, all the financial postings will be exactly opposite in the voucher. So debit will be credited, credit will be debited. That is the major difference between the purchase order versus invoice. Because at the time of vendor invoice, it will be like credited for purchase orders. Now it will be debited. Look at this one, positive. So that is the major change. So the sign is completely opposite. So here material received, cost of material invoiced will be debited at the time of invoice, normal invoice. Now it is credited. Quite opposite. The values are quite opposite. Exactly reverse to the invoicing. Then only that one is the major change from purchase order invoice to purchase order return orders. So the difference between these two is, return order is posted with minus quantity. That is the reason debit will be posted to credit, credit will be posted to debit. Understood? So this purchase returns can be done in two different ways. One is you can select credit note. Select credit note, that is one option. Otherwise you can enter manually. Quantity item can be selected manually. That's it. These are the two changes. So you are selecting, whenever you are creating a purchase order, you are selecting type return order. And RMA number should be entered. That's it. Okay, these are the two options. So let me show once again. Simple purchase returns is simple, but sales returns, it will take some time. I will explain you. But first let us focus on purchase returns. So select the vendor. Select the vendor. Here you can select return order, and you can enter RMA number which you are collecting from your vendor. Click OK. Here there are two options. One is you can click on credit note. If you click on credit note, it will show already whatever invoiced. So this is already invoiced. Look at this one. If I'm trying to select this one, it will throw error message. Look at the error message. It's not like error message, it is a warning message. The quantity available for crediting is 8. The reason behind, earlier we have already selected and we did it for 2 quantity return. So here you can do return once again up to 8 only. Understood? Because I have received total 10 quantity from the vendor and I have returned already 2 quantity in the previous year. So next time it will not allow up to 10 because already you have returned 2 quantity, it will allow you up to 8 quantity. Understood the logic? It will not allow more quantity. because you have received material from the vendor 10 quantity, and how you can dispatch or how can you return back 12 quantity. 2 quantity already returned. That is the reason it will allow you up to 8. If you are trying to make it 9, it will throw error message. Understood the logic? 2 quantity already created. Okay, so you can return whatever the quantity. Click OK.
So for the same PO, you can do 2-3 times you can return, right?
Yes, yes, I can do. Otherwise, you can enter manually. If you want, you can click on add and you can enter manually. Okay, so I'm deleting this one.
Enter manually means what actually?
Add 1000 without taking any reference.
Yeah, so you're doing minus. That's what it is actually.
That's it. Yeah.
So in the same purchase order?
This is not same purchase order. Purchase return order.
Okay.
I have taken purchase return order.
Purchase return order. So what are the artifacts involved in the return process? One is return order, other is credit note, other is anything else?
This, you see, purchase returns is also called credit note. All right.
Okay.
So purchase returns also called credit note. So
Yeah,
here,
purchase. Okay. So but credit note, it's not like there is no document like credit note. Is there any document like credit note?
so this actually, as per the commerce, if you are returning back material to the vendor, means it is credit note. Actually, actual word is, as per the commerce, it is a debit note. For a sales, it is credit note. For purchases, it is debit note.
For
Understood?
sales, it is credit note, but you are on purchase now.
Yeah. So it is actually like, give me 1 second. Here, for accounts payable, whenever you are doing a payment, it is vendor payment. Am I right?
Okay. Yeah, vendor payment, paying vendor.
For accounts receivable, it is customer receipt.
Okay.
But actually, it was customer payment. So
Yeah, you are
global,
receiving the payment. Yeah.
so it is customer receipt. In domestically in India or Gulf region, APAC region, we will use the word customer receipt.
Okay.
But here it is customer payment. This is a global word.
Mm-hmm.
So in the same manner, this also they are using debit note in both sales and purchases. But to be frankly, it is debit note as per the commerce in domestic. I mean to say India.
So when you click on the create note, a new purchase order will be created?
Not created. You are selecting already invoiced.
Yeah, so create from the other documents.
Yes.
So you are
Other
creating a credit note. Okay. So that means
these are,
my point is you can track those credit notes as a list of credit notes. Can I?
no, this is not a credit note. This is already invoiced document. Copy from the other documents to create a credit note. This meaning to create a credit note, copy from the other documents.
Yeah,
So
like
here,
the previous PO which we have created, like 1 week back, you have done one PO and you have done the invoice. Like you got 10 quantity from vendor and you have done the invoice. Now you have to, from the 10 quantity, you have to 2 are damaged, so you are returning 2. So
Yes.
when you are selecting credit note, the previous week PO which is invoiced, you are selecting that, and
Yes.
in that 10 quantity you received. So on that you are selecting 2. You are
Yes.
returning. So you will select 2 as a return. So this is
Yes.
what credit is.
Yes.
Yeah, here two things, right? One is you are returning the quantity,
Hmm.
so back end the money is calculated automatically.
Yeah, that's what actually, like, instead of vendor credit, it is vendor debited. Just now I have shown you. Am I right?
Okay.
So instead
So
of
that means, yeah, you are once you click create note, you are seeing all the invoices by the vendor, and then you go to the respective one, and then you do the return.
yes, exactly. All
Oh,
the means specific to this vendor only.
yeah, of course, yeah. Specific to the vendor, all the invoices,
Yes.
and then you do the negative thing. Once you do the negative thing,
Hmm.
so you go to that, you go there and do negative,
Hmm.
and you go when
No,
you
no.
go there and
Here,
do negative.
whenever you are selecting quantity, automatically it is, because it is a credit note, it is taking minus quantity. Understood? So here, let me show you. I have not entered minus anywhere. I have not intentionally mentioned anywhere. See, look at this one.
Hmm.
Here, I'm selecting this vendor purchase invoice. I'm selecting here, and here it is already 2 is already done. That is the reason it is just a warning message it's showing. Now here you can enter quantity positive only. Whatever the
Mhm.
quantity you are giving back, you are selecting. Click OK. It is automatically populating as a minus. Look at this one.
Okay, so on the same purchase order, you do
Yes,
create note, and then it becomes negative on the same purchase order.
yes,
Now, you don't need to create a new purchase order, but you go to the respective purchase order, and then you do the create note, and then it will take it that way.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So one is this option. Another one is you can enter directly.
Yeah, usually line should be there, right? Our previous line should be there on the same purchase order. It lines is empty.
No, I have created a new one.
Okay, that's what actually. So I would like to clarify. Got you now. So
You have
yeah,
created.
return purchase order, you create a new one as the same purchase order, but return as a written one, you create a new one. Okay. Yeah.
So if you are entering manually, you need to enter minus quantity. If you are entering manually, so this is not the best practice. Minus directly entering a quantity here is not the best practice. But the best practice is always from the credit note.
Yeah, whenever invoice comes, things becomes complex, you know.
Why? Why it will become complex?
Yeah, because you have all list of all things related to all the purchase orders. You need to go there and then
Hmm.
select one, and then so you have to verify them. So the number of lines are not a straightforward one, right? So you will see the purchase invoices related to all the purchase orders of that vendor. Yeah.
Hmm.
If you do
Yes.
anything wrong, it's a problem. That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay. So I have entered. So this is I have entered manually.
But this in manually you have to be careful of the price, right?
Exactly.
If
That is the
by mistake, if you have
disadvantage.
selected like maybe 1,000 is the price and you have selected maybe older PO 950 or 900, so then again so much of again you have to do some other entries and all. That's what.
So manual entry is not suggestible. Always click on credit note so that whenever you have received invoice at that time, whatever the price is there, that price and discounts will be automatically populated. That is the reason, as I told you, this is the best practice, because during invoice, whatever you have received invoice copy, exactly it will be reversed if you are continuing. Otherwise, it will be different. The prices will be different. So I'm entering like manually now. Okay, I'm proceeding with manually. Let us understand. This is not the best practice. As I told you, This is not the best practice. Okay, but I'm showing this is also available in the options.
So I assume return orders is the most common thing in it happens, right?
Yes, it will happen.
Happens a lot.
Not lot. See, like if you are returning back material a lot means you will not do business with that vendor. You are going to decrease your business with that vendor
Yeah,
because
return. Yeah, okay.
yeah, the vendor is not sending properly material to you. Then you will think about your business with that
Yeah,
vendor.
so the quality process, right? It may be the result of the quality process.
Yes,
So that
exactly.
not may happen, right?
Yes. Okay, now it was posted. Look at the invoice. Voucher. See, look at this one. Purchase expenditure for product always 0. Am I right? Purchase expenditure for product 0. I have explained it is 0 always, but I will explain you later. I will explain you later. That's what I informed earlier. Now I'm showing here. The reason behind here, because you are entering manually. Whenever you are entering manually, in the system, the cost price is 899 point something. But now you have returned with 950. 950. The difference between 950 and 899 will be posted as purchase expenditure per product.
No, this like I just want to know 899 is what price? Which price?
1 second.
Invoice price is 899.
Let me show you. 176.41 divided by 3. It is 58.80. So the cost of the material is actually, see, look at this one. This is like a material cost 2850, and this is cost of material invoice is 2673.59. The difference was posted to this. This is cost of the material. So I will show you single item so that you can understand. Okay, the same we will do one item manually.
But I think when you have done credit note, that time it was showing 0 only.
Because at that time it is quite opposite and system is not required to do anything. Now let me show you for one item. If I will show you, that is the reason I told you always credit note is the best practice. Understood?
Okay, so this 950 you have used wrong price. That's why it is going to
Not
that
wrong price,
ledger.
not wrong price.
Okay.
I will show you with one item so that you can understand. Not wrong price. One minute, give me 1 minute, I will tell you. If I am showing multiple quantity, it is confusing to you. See here, it is 899. It is 899 coming automatically, but I am entering because at that time I remember it is 925. Suppose I have entered because this is the current price. It is always, it will populate from the latest price, cost price. But now I remember, like last time I have received this material at the rate of 925, so I'm returning 925. Otherwise I'm guessing and I'm posting, because the best practice, as I told you, like always you need to use this one so that there is a reference. It will be posted properly. Whatever the price you have selected at that time, that price will be automatically populated. Now we did not remember, we are guessing this price and we are entering.
But this price came automatically 899, right?
That is purchase price is coming.
Okay, not cost price. That's what you're telling.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, if you, I will show you. Let me go to this one. Here it is purchase price 899, and cost price is inside. It will be there. You know already cost price. So for this 11, so it is 875.95 cost price. So now here purchase returns means indirectly you are decreasing your stock. So the cost of the item should be decreased with 875.95 only should be decreased. Okay, so let us do this one, and what happens, let us understand. So that is the reason manual entry is not the best practice. Okay, fine. Let me.
So what is the difference? What is the dollar and penny difference? Why it came? Could you tell me again?
1 second. Let me finish product receipt and invoice, and I will show you. I'm doing product receipt. This is without any reference. You are doing product receipt. That means you are dispatching material. You are dispatching material. Here, whenever you are dispatching, let me verify, is there any postings, whether you have removed or not.
No, product receipt means you created a total new purchase order from the beginning. You are showing.
This
Product receipt
is
means, yeah.
like written order only. Written order only we are doing.
So
Written order
what
only.
is the product receipt in written order?
So actually it is dispatching the material to the vendor. So if you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can skip it. It's not an issue.
So
Not a
previously you didn't tell. So you are including again. So it's a bit confusing. So you are changing like.
I have shown from the first screen all notes. I have shown the same thing. We can do product receipt means if you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can skip it. This is we did it for the previous transaction also. That is the reason accrual accounts and everything it is coming. So now
So
look at.
It's not actually a product receipt. It's a return product receipt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Return product receipt means you are dispatching to the your vendor. Okay. Now you have entered 925, but it is cost price is showing 891.2. Let me go to that cost price. Product information management. The same thing, whatever the difference is there, it will be posted to purchase expenditure for product. Let me go to product information management. Products. For 1000. Here, manage inventory, on hand inventory. It is taking for all sites and warehouses, I think. Give me 1 second. Let me remove these things. Let me verify the cost price. For this, it is 891.20. Yes. So site wise, 891. So now from your inventory, it is going out 891.20, but you are telling information 925 here. But from your inventory, it is going out 891.20. That is material cost. The difference is posted to purchase expenditure and invoice. the same this 33.80 will be posted as purchase expenditure per product also at the time of invoice. This is your return price. You are doing return price. This is cost price. Understood?
No, so yeah, so mine is 925. We are guessing, right? We are only guessing the
Or
price.
not like you are returning, like you have discussed with your vendor, and it is the price. That is the price you have decided. Because as I told you, the best practice is always from the credit note. Am I right? This is the best option because you don't have that option. Now you have discussed with your vendor and you are doing with 925.
Okay, but this 891, what you told shown that price, that is the invoice price. Like a customer, we received this price we received from customer, right?
No, this is a cost price, running cost price. Because from your inventory it is going out.
Okay.
This is a cost price.
Yeah, it is a cost price, but I'm asking for one quantity, how much we are we in the time of invoice, how much we pay to customer? What is that price?
See, this is actually like if you are doing with a credit note, it will fix already whatever it is there. Am I right?
Okay.
That is clear or not? First one.
Yeah,
It will
credit
be
note is
cost
clear.
price.
Automatically it will.
Now this one here, you need to enter the price. So you have entered manually. There is a lot of noise. Yeah, fine. So here in this you are entering manually. So you need to enter the price. So there are different prices. Last, whenever vendor has sent at that time, it may be 950, it may be 900, it may be 850 or something. You have discussed with your vendor and you have arrived at the rate of 925. So you are entering 925 because you want to get 925 rupees or 925 US dollars from the vendor. Am I right?
Okay.
This is you are getting credit from the vendor, this much amount. But in your on hand inventory, the cost price is the running cost price. We have discussed already inventory closing 891.20. This is a cost price because it is purchase returns means you are dispatching material means your inventory is decreasing. What is the amount of inventory is decreasing? 891.20. Agree with me? If it is a sales order, it will be like 891.20 will be decreased. So the same price it is decreasing from the inventory. Understood? If you want, you can skip this directly and you can do directly invoice also. Invoice at the time of invoice also, it will be considered.
So what is the $33 actually? So why can't we take 33 plus 891?
This one, huh? Because
yeah, what is the 33?
From your inventory, one quantity is going out.
Okay.
So one quantity means what is the price? You are decreasing your inventory. While decreasing your inventory, you will decrease your cost price only. Right?
Cost of the inventory, cost price of the inventory.
Yes.
So while he sent us, it is 925, and then while we're returning, we're only giving him 891, whatever.
No, we are getting 890, like 925 only. This is your internal calculation. So I will do one thing. So you are confusing about product receipt. I will do invoice directly so that you will get understanding. Let me do invoice without product receipt. It is not mandatory. Right? I will do invoice directly. That is, product receipt is a intermediate level ledger accounts, temporary accounts only. Okay. So RMA -005. So this is, as I told you, like this is not a regular scenario. Very rare scenario you will use it. Fine. Now I am entering -1 quantity. Suppose it is you have discussed and it was 925 only. Okay. Now it is confirmed. After that, you are returning back directly invoice. No need of product receipt. I'm doing invoice. So because at the time of invoicing, it is 925 he has charged for me, then I need to do the same thing. Agree with me? I'm doing invoice. So at that time, I need to select product order quantity. So three-way matching is enabled. That is the reason it is asking for like this one. If you enable three-way matching, it will validate, or let me verify, it will validate, I think. Let me try. Update match status. Failed. So it is asking for product receipt. Give me 1 second. If it is three-way matching is enabled, then you need to do product receipt also. Otherwise, it is not required. If it is three-way matching is enabled, as I told you, product receipt is mandatory. I have made it like two-way matching. Okay, then it will not create problems. Let me delete this one. So during the invoice, if you change the setups, sometimes it may create problems. Okay, refresh. I'm doing invoice directly because you are giving back material to your vendor. So still as I told you, this will create problems. So I need to create a new one because while creating a purchase order, it is three-way matching is enabled. Let me create a new one. I'm selecting vendor, purchase returns. Okay, and RMA number I need to enter. Selecting 1000 quantity. So I'm entering -1 quantity. Here there is no restriction. Even if you want -100 also, it will allow you. There is no restrictions. So 925 I have entered. This is the purchase price I have agreed with my vendor. Okay, I'm doing confirmation. Next, I'm doing invoice. Okay. So now match update status is passed. Vendor like RMA number I'm entering. Whatever the number, it is mandatory as per the process. Date I have entered. So 925. I need to get credit 925 only. So I'm posting here directly. One minute. Okay, so there is a checkbox. Give me 1 second. I think we have enabled one checkbox. In item model group, checkboxes may be enabled. So this is, I made it mandatory. That is the reason it is throwing error message. Deduction requirements. Okay, now I'm doing invoice. This invoice I need to delete and I need to recreate. This is a pending vendor invoice which is created. So I have deleted. Now I'm doing freshly invoice. Okay, here it is passed. Prices are not an issue. Update match status is passed. Now I'm posting. So now if you verify the voucher, here $925 you need to receive from the vendor. That is the reason it was vendor was debited. Is it clear? From vendor, because you have agreed with that one, because you don't know at the time of invoicing, you have agreed and it was 925. Clear? Is this clear first?
Yeah.
Now from your inventory, it is decreasing only 891.20 because the cost of the material is 891.20 only. It is decreasing 891.20 only. Am I
Okay,
right?
but like, yeah, but the thing is there like how it decrease the price. Suppose price is 925, so how it became
See,
891? That is
whenever you
the question.
whenever it is sales is happening, you are
Yeah.
decreasing cost price. Am I right?
Whenever the sales is happening,
It will decrease cost price. So what is the invoice postings for sales from
okay,
the
whenever
suppose?
yeah, you mean to say whenever you are selling to the customer, then cost price of that item will decrease.
Yes.
Okay.
These are the three things I have discussed very first day in the item master: purchase price, cost price, sales price.
Yeah.
So the
So even
profit
though
is,
you are selling it for trade agreement price, the cost price will be decreased
yes, because
because cost price.
system is recognizing like you are decreasing the stock. That's it. You are decreasing the stock by entering minus quantity in the purchase order. Am I right?
Okay, so 891 is the cost price, and then for trade agreement price is like say 800. So you're selling with 800. Inventory will decrease at 891. So where is the $90 go?
Come again. Here there are three prices. One is purchase price. So at that time it is 925. Cost price will be keep on changing. Agree with me? Keep on changing. It may be 895, 800, it may be 890 based on running price. We learned this one during
Okay.
inventory closing.
Let
Sales
us
price
say
is,
sales price is 800.
sorry,
Sales price is 800.
sales price is not 800. I will not sell at 800. I will sell at the rate of 1200. Am I right?
Yeah. So
To get a profit.
yeah.
So whenever you are doing sales invoice, what is the postings? From the customer, I will receive 1200 and the sales value 1200 and inventory decreasing is whatever it is, this one, it is 890. And cost value it is 890. These are the postings whenever you are doing invoice. Am I right? This is debit, this is credit, this is debit, this is credit. Agree with me?
Yeah.
The difference between sales value and cost value is a profit to my organization.
Yeah.
Now you are doing purchase returns means if you are selecting credit note, fine, whatever it was posted at the time of invoice, exactly it will take reverse. But now you need to, this one is like purchase, like the vendor account will be debited here 925, because at the time of invoice it will be created. Now you need to enter debit. Okay, from your inventory, the cost price will be decreased, that is 890 only. It is decreasing just like invoice. Understood? It is decreasing your inventory. From your inventory, the value, because it is going out. Here also it is the same manner. The sales means you are dispatching. Purchase returns also same. You are sending back one material. Then the difference what should be done? It should be posted as purchase expenditure for product. Understood?
Yeah, this only confusion is like all the other thing like what you told, that is understood, but only thing is that like purchase price is 925 and like within a week only we have purchased. Suppose yesterday only have purchased and now cost price is 890, it is coming.
Yeah, because this is a running price, your cost price. It is decreased in whenever it is whenever from your inventory, if you are giving back or if you are giving to, here it is indirectly it is a sales, it is minus quantity. Am I right? Deduction means it is minus.
Yeah.
Purchase returns also it is the same behavior. Here also deduction, your inventory is deducting. How much inventory it is deducting? 890 only, because you don't have exact like invoice at the time. How system will calculate what is the cost price? It is from your inventory, it is cost price.
So this cost price, you told that it will be changing on daily basis. Like how it will change? Like because it is maybe last month price is 900, now it is 925. So on what basis? FIFO or LIFO? On what basis it will
Whatever you
change?
have mapped, whatever you have mapped. That is the reason we have learned inventory closing, right? So we learned PO, one PO
But
like.
inventory closing automatically it was happening. Like we have not done anything. Now we will just do the closing.
So it is averages will be calculated always, am I right? As I told you, whether if you are running FIFO or LIFO, it will calculate FIFO or
Okay.
LIFO. Otherwise, it will calculate weighted average, am I right?
Yeah.
So weighted average is calculating. This is a weighted average cost. If you are executing FIFO or LIFO, as per the process, it will execute. Otherwise, it will be weighted average. This is a weighted average cost price. Understood?
Okay, maybe like different like last month I have
Yeah.
done the purchase invoice, that time price was 900, now it is 950, 925. So on that
Maybe.
remaining item, whatever the cost, that will be that's what the cost price, right?
Yes. Yes.
Remaining weighted
So
average, this is the price
yeah.
895.
Yes. So while purchasing, we can do, because while purchase, I don't know whether you are entering 800, 900, 950, 1020, 800, 600, 500. You can enter any price, am I right? You are practicing. Today I have entered
Okay,
1 rupee. Today I will enter 1 lakh.
so is
Average.
there any
Uh,
is there any possibility like it will become more than like cost price will be more than the this price of PO, like 925, 950 is the, there is also possibility that
so always cost price
cost price.
is equal to purchase price minus discount plus charges. This is I have explained very first.
Okay, but the purchase price is a invoice price, right?
Yes.
So
Suppose
invoice price,
there is charges.
invoice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
charges. Suppose there is a chance charges are here 100 rupees.
Yeah, that's so charges are also included in that because it is an invoice price.
If it is
925.
charges are no,
Yeah.
this is the purchase price. This is only purchase price. Charges, if it is included, then it will become 1025. That is the reason I need to compare with this more than this one. I cannot compare with this one. Am I right?
Okay. Yeah. What I just want to know, like purchase price, what you are telling, like we have done the purchase invoice. So when we have done, suppose transportation also, whatever the transportation charges are also there for that price, that will also include for each item, right?
Yeah,
So this
exactly.
price is only the price. This price is only the price, or this price also include the transportation charges or other charges also. This is 925.
So here that is depending upon your situations. If it is any like charges are included, see whenever you are returning back, suppose you have received a mobile you have received, okay,
Yeah.
at the rate of 10,000 rupees. For returning back, there is a 500 rupees. Who will bear that one? You have purchased a mobile at the rate of 10,000 rupees. At that time,
Okay.
vendor has dispatched to you. So whenever you are returning back, whether you will charge 10,000 only or 10,000 plus 500 is the transportation charges, pay me this 500 rupees also. Whether you will ask?
No, that is 10,000 only. No.
Yeah, same. If you want, you can. If vendor is agreeing, yes, you can include here charges.
Okay.
That is your wish. But usually, whenever you are returning back, you will not charge.
The
Am I right?
Yeah,
Normal.
the transportation and other charges will not be included. Only the price of item, right?
Yeah. So here, cost price, it may not be lesser than purchase price. It may be plus or minus. If the charges are more, the cost price will be increased. Am I right?
So there are chances cost price may more than purchase price also.
Yes, it is possible. That is the reason whenever you are calculating profit, you are calculating cost, sales price minus cost price, not purchase price. So the cost price is most important. Agree with me?
So cost price decided by the costing, I guess. Product costing probably, right?
Yes. Whatever we have learned inventory closing, that one. Yes.
So for the chair, there is like 300 bombs are there, 300 items. So cost price is there for each item? No, only finished product, right? Costing is for only finished product?
For any item, cost price will be there.
Okay,
For
so
any
no,
item.
my point is costing process, all the items go through costing process, costing, product cost, and then, it's a big thing, right? Costing is a big,
That is for finished product. That is for, because finished product you are not purchasing. Am I right?
okay, yeah.
For that we need costing sheet. But normal raw materials, it is regular one. Okay, fine. If anything, nothing, then we'll discuss, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, I'm stopping here. Okay, that I now today topic is like the final, my goal is like you need to understand the difference it was posted to purchase expenditure per product.
Okay, so this I just want to know like this. It is so now how this like that CFO the how they will treat this 33. What they will treat this amount as like the miscellaneous charges. Yeah, this one.
Not miscellaneous charges, it is per cost of material or something. We can use 5 or 6 series, regular 5
Yeah.
series.
So it is not charges and it won't include in the product cost, but it is a miscellaneous expense.
So actually they have mapped this ledger account, but that is whatever you have mapped in the ledger account that will post in the item.
That will
So
show,
how
yeah.
so
Whatever
how
you
it
have,
will treat, like how the finance, like accounting department will treat this, like this amount, this is as a
purchase difference.
expense to the this is expense to the company, or what, like it is a liability or what?
So it is expenses. It is expenses only. That is the reason it is clearly mentioned purchase expenditure per product.
So it is a loss for the company, or like?
So if it is depending upon here, it is now minus. It is a loss. If it is a like this is plus, means I mean to say you are giving back like at the rate of 800 or something, then it is a this one is loss, that one is a profit, plus or minus, that is depending upon the situation. Minus means is a loss, you are losing this much money.
No, but like here 8 9, okay 9, but we don't know the exact price, right? Yeah, 8 9 is the cost price. Yeah,
Yes,
so
this
maybe
is purchase price,
transportation
this is
charge.
cost.
So maybe the transportation charges we are losing here,
Yes,
right?
yeah, most probably that is the only transportation charges you will lose. This is a, this may not be a like loss or profit. It is what for internal calculations we need to track this one. Most probably it is not like profit or loss. Okay, I'm stopping here. We'll connect once again tomorrow, 6 a.m. Okay, see you.
Okay, okay, thank you, sir.
We'll connect in finance.